Welcome back. You're watching Metropole Business Center. This is Tech Tuesday, Talk Matters Technology. So hashtag Metropole Business Center on Twitter and also on YouTube, Metropole TV Kenya, where we are live right now. So let's now shift gears to matters international education. And the Russia-Ukraine dispute has put the world at risk of life and extremely high cost of living that's leaving most people unable to cope. This has also led to a dire situation in education, with parents worried for their children in these nations and also other parts of the world, since the dispute has impacted on each nation. We talked to Alan Mutete, who is the founder and lead consultant at Hoscon Education Consultants here in the country, and also Morgan, who is a student all the way from Poland. So Alan, good afternoon.
Happy International Women's Day to you.
Thank you. Okay, Alan, let us start with you. You know, Hoscon is an international educational platform. And first things first, what does this Russia-Ukraine dispute look like for you at the moment? What is the situation like? What is the general feeling like at the moment for you? Alan.
Well, yes, thank you. Education to express sympathies to everyone who's been affected out there in a way or the other, our friends, families, and our colleagues in the international education. Again, it goes with when there's a war, people are affected in a way, in a number of ways. And again, wapiganapo fahali pili, nyasi ndizo humia. You find that it is the students who clients, and we place them out there that because they're not able to proceed with their studies according to our colleagues are also going to be jobless in those other countries, and definitely it's a moment of uncertainty, and the planning becomes a big challenge.
Great, Alan. Now, the ground, I understand, is shaky as we speak, extremely worrisome for parents whose children are schooling out of the country. And so what contingency measures as a consultancy are you putting in place or are in place with authorities to ensure fast safety for your students out there, Alan?
Okay, thanks again. Well, we have made it a priority to be in touch with all our students, and I'm grateful, and we are grateful that all of them accounted for, especially in the country of Poland, where Morgan is also joining us. And there are also emergency contacts which have been provided to us to link them with the parents over here. And our parents have also been in contact and constant touch with the students to ensure that their safety and accountability. Institutions have also linked us and the parents with the local authorities in those countries to enable us to calm the atmosphere and make sure that students are still able to pursue what took them in those countries, while still in turn helping the parents here maintain about their own business without their children.
Yeah. Okay, let's jump over to Morgan. Morgan, you are a student in Poland, and maybe, you know, at the border, there's so much that's happening. People are moving into Poland. Maybe you can let us know the situation on ground. How is it affecting you since most are coming over or crossing over into Poland? Morgan.
Well, let me start by saying that hello. Yes. Let me start by saying I'm happy because as for the students, I haven't had any case that we have lost a student or something like that. In addition to that, I would like to thank the government of Poland because of the support that they are providing for the students that are from Ukraine. The situation here in Poland is kind of cold, you know, it's tense. Everybody is stuck. and we are just hoping that everything is going to be okay.
Great. And how do you feel about maybe the racial discrimination that you cannot fail to mention? How is it something that you guys are worried about?
Yes, we are. To be you, yes, we are worried about it because from the our brothers and sisters back in Ukraine, that went to, uh, they were running away from Ukraine. They were, if you could see the videos, they were saying that they were going through a lot of discrimination, and that's something that we have seen even locally here. That's something that you cannot say that it's not happening. It's happening, of course, but we are hoping that we are just hoping that everything is going to be okay.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, thank you, Morgan. And I wish you could get our correspondent on ground from Ukraine who was supposed to join us, but they couldn't because of reasons here and there. But, you know, Alan, your parting shot as, you know, founder and lead consultant, Hoscon education consultants. You have students that you have sent to your study, some of your study destinations. Maybe, you know, as a business, you know, technology is diverse. And do you feel that maybe studying from home is an option that maybe you could be, you know, willing to look into, and also maybe work with some of these study destinations that some of the students are in at the moment? Alan.
Yeah, certainly, Tabitha. Poland is a big receiving market for us, and we have to furnish students with all the information and the options available for them. But after all has been said and done, it is still their prerogative to decide whether they want to study from home or travel all the way to Europe, where they can further their studies. And international universities have made it possible for the students to either pursue their studies online, that is 100%, or opt for the hybrid option. And thanks to technology, it is possible now for them to interact with their lecturers and still obtain their degrees or master's courses that they still want to pursue, rather.
Great. Okay, thank you so much, Alan. And I hope that maybe something will be done, or we'll get out of the woods finally. So that's Alan Muteti, founder and lead consultant, Hoscon education consultants, with one of his students, Morgan, all the way in Poland. All right, let us now cross over and have a look at some of the tech innovations that are and will change the way we live. Machineless cloud gaming. Now, cloud gaming, streaming films and music is perfectly normal nowadays. According to Pocket Lens, a technology review company, it won't be long before we are playing games without the use of machines. Imagine paying for service where you no longer need to own a console or computer but can play high-end modern games on your TV by streaming from the cloud. Faster broadband, better gaming technology, and more reliable infrastructure could soon make this a reality. Li-Fi now. Out with the radio waves and in with light waves. Li-Fi has been experimented with for the last few years and has some interesting potential for uber-fast data transfer speeds. Li-Fi uses light to transmit data rather than Wi-Fi's radio waves. This technology is theoretically capable of transmitting data at much higher speeds and is also less prone to interference because the visible light spectrum is around 10,000 times larger than the radio spectrum. There's a lot more potential for bandwidth. It's also thought that if Li-Fi does manage to take off, it will be considerably cheaper than Wi-Fi. And now let's cross over and have a look at our cybersecurity tip of the day. Now, perform a reverse image search on online dating matches. Now, are you into online dating? Romance scams target unsuspecting users by fooling them into a relationship with their false identity. They often solicit money from their victims via blackmail, extortion, or manipulation. Now, to avoid scamming, do a reverse image search on their profile photos. Download their picture, reverse it, and proceed with search. This can give you an indication that their photos are either illegitimate or stolen. Avoid being scammed by reverse image searching their profile photos. Now, how brilliant is that? All right, thank you for joining us today on hashtag Metropole Business Center Tech Tuesday. We have been talking matters technology. My name is Tabitha Muthoni. Conversation continues online. Hashtag Break the Bias, hashtag Metropole Business Center at Metropole TVK. Until next time, be a game changer.